Hello everyone. In our last video we did some work with our admin panel, and we retrieved some information on our admin panel so admin can control it. Now in this video we're going to make something like we are trying to retrieve user information on admin panel. Also we are going to try to retrieve the task information, and we do crowd operation such as delete tags, update tags, add new tags, this kind of something. So let's move on and go on skin. Well, so I have made some changes on authentication admin. So as you can see there, I add a condition like if the token is null, then we throw a error that error is token not found, and then we check the JWT for verifying the token, and if there have any error like the JWT secret is invalid or missing, then we send error to the client, and then if the admin is found, then we move forward, and if admin not found, then we again throw a new error. And of course when we throw error, the error will be go on the catch method. Then the catch, if the catch error instance of error, then we send the response. That response is formatted response forbidden, and then we throw the error message so user can understand what is the reason of this error, and then we send the empty bracket. Well, that authentication admin is perfectly working, and if we go on the login, you can see if we go on base API, you can see there I made some changes on validate status. Like I take the path name, like if I go on admin panel, well, I am on admin panel, but I don't have the JWT secret, or I am not logged in yet, so it's transfer me on the home page. But here you can see there I have a param that still redirect, and then the path name. Well, after when we log in, then we will be redirect on this path. So if I type something like here tax, so you can see that I am on login page, but there the redirect param is changed, and the path name will be go on login, then redirect. Then when we log in, you can see there we will try to take the path name. So we will try to first of all get the search param, then we declare a variable that is the path name, and we try to console log that. So if I go here, and you can see there is the path name. After login, I am go on this page. So when we log in, we set the token on the session storage, then we navigate. If the path name is, if they not have any path name and path name is null, then we simply go on the dashboard, and if they have any path name, then we go on this page. Okay, so you can see there is the admin credential. So if I just try to log in, you can see I am on logit, and I am on the tax page. That amazing. And you can see the they have a log from update tax. However, so I just cut that console log, and I try to remove L unnecessary import because it's give me some error, and they have a suggestion, but for now I ignore it. Now let's move on the main topic. We want to retrieve value user information. Well, so if I go here, you can see they are not have any user information. So we want to retrieve value user information. So for this, I just first of all I need to create an API, right? So I just go on this user, and here I want to get L user, not L user, because suppose in your mini app have, okay, suppose in your mini app have 1 million user. Now in a single page or in a single request, you cannot try to fetch 1 million user data. That is impossible, and that is not a good thing for user experience, right? So what I do, I first of all I show the user information those are created or those are just joined most recently. Like I want to fetch 10 user, those are joined most recently, because we don't need to update any user information. and that is not something like where you can manipulate a user information. So in case we don't need to do any crowd operation, because we don't need to update any user name or profile picture or of course if they are not have any profile picture, refer code or this kind of something, we don't need to manipulate that. So in case I don't need to update any user information, I just want to get the most recent 10 user data. So let's do that. So for doing that, first of all I go on the skin, and you can see I will create here a file. So here I just make a file that is get user for admin, so we can understand that API is only used for admin. So without admin permission, no one can use that API. Well, so what I do, I just try to delete unnecessary code, and now here I declare a variable that is users, because they have a bunch of user, and I wait a bit, then I call user model, then find, and then we want to sort that user info by created at time, and then we are limit, we want 10 user information, and then we can go with session. Well done. Now I just transfer the user data, and here I change the message users info retrieve. Great. Now I just cut and I just delete an unnecessary import, and then let me go on the routes. Well, so here I need to make a API. So that API is something like user or latest. There is not a latest spelling, I did a mistake. I will fix that, no problem. And they have a middleware, something like authenticate admin. Only admin can use that API. Well, so we need to use that latest API. So I just go on the Redux store. They have the API auth. So I need to get a user information. So I just want to get a latest user, and I call the latest API route. Okay buddy, so I make a API for convince you, because I don't have much time for make any feature. So you can see there is a API that I call that route. There is a localhost on development mode, and yeah, this one. So what I did, basically I make a API. So that is the API app, and when I call that API, it's fetch a link that is boot further. You know the boot further. This one, because I found that is an example. I will change the link for show you is I am legit or no. Then there have a message, and then fetch it. So how that fetch link work? So if I click here, you can see here I call some something like I use a library that name is I think I forget the name. Load from there's name is Chario. Yeah. So I paste the link, and I get this response. So I try to get the boot further information. So basically here I take three information. One is name, second one is logo, third one is username. You can see I just here passed the name. So you can tell me you just cut this one and then show me this as name, and then that logo is not valid. So if I just click, you can see there is the logo, and there is the same logo. for make it more testable or something, so I just is you, I don't know, is to have that information, like is you there? No, that is not you, that is you. Yeah, you have a username, so I just copy your username. Then you can see I paste the username, and that is restarting the development mode is there is of course I changed something, so the server is restarted. And if I call that API once again, you can see your name, then your logo, because basically you don't have a logo, then your username. Well, let me try to search someone else, like this one, that is my friend. Yeah, now this time he has a logo or profile picture, you know. So I'm waiting for restarted. Yeah, it's restarted successfully, and you can see his name, the logo, and username. I guess that enough for convince you for like fetch some information. And I don't have much time. Basically I am working with something like admin panel currently, so I guess that enough. Thanks.